Can you really use a secret hack for ChatGPT to delete everything off of your credit report? You probably seen those videos where they say AI can wipe everything off of your credit report, clean slate, no credit repair company needed. So I went to go test it myself. And the reason why is because I help a lot of my clients with credit repair every single day. And here's the honest truth. ChatGPT and Claude and all the other ones are really, really impactful. It can really help. But I did see some small, things that could really stop a person if they don't know anything about credit repair, especially like any responses or things that actually happen on their credit report. So what I want to do in today's lesson is show you the actual way on how you can remove everything off your credit report using AI and how to avoid certain instances. So what I want you to do is go grab your pen and paper, and without further ado, let's dive in. So let me start here with all the really good value because it's definitely impactful. I'm telling you right now, ChatGPT can read your credit report if you put in the correct prompt. As long as you pull your accurate credit report, do not use Credit Karma or anything like that. I would say pull your credit report from either MyFreeScoreNow or Smart Credit or even Identity IQ. All those links will be in the description below. And the reason why is because with all three of those, it's way easier to see, even with ChatGPT, because it can see all three side by side and it can see what's going on. So it's way easier. So for all my people that actually want to use it, I'm telling you, click the link below, get one of those credit reports and give it to ChatGPT. It's going to help it tremendously. Don't let it read through a bunch of stuff, okay? Now, when you get it, you tell it what you see, and then the collections, charge-offs, late payments, whatever you have on there, it'll understand what's actually dragging your score down. It's actually gonna tell you whether if you tell it or not. And here's the part that most people get excited about because it can write a dispute letter for you, 1000%. I've even showed it in a few older videos as well. You can input every negative item that you see, and in seconds, it's gonna spit out a clean, professional letter that you could send to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, or even the secondary bureaus like LexisNexis, ARS, SageStream, Check Systems, you name it. So think of it like a free assistant that types your letters. So no more paying companies $1,500, $3,000 just for them to mail a template in or whatever software that they're using to send it in because, you already know that stuff doesn't work. But this is exactly where it starts falling apart for some people, not everybody, okay? And here's what happens next and what people don't tell you when it comes to AI. Because in this section, we're gonna break it down because here's what they don't show you after you hit send. The first thing that happens is for most people, nothing, okay? No responses at all. You sent your letter in, it was 30 days ago, you got nothing back. Your letter just goes into a black hole and then weeks and weeks and weeks and even more months go by. And then the second thing is the most common. You get stall tactic letters. And just to tell you about stall tactic letters are from mainly Experian and also TransUnion. You'll get those ones that say, hey, you don't sound like who you say you are, or hey, can you send in more verification or anything like that. And for a person that actually does credit repair, I know what to actually send to rebuttal for all of my clients that get that. I always tell them, hey, send me a screenshot of that so I can go ahead and send back a rebuttal because I know what to say so they can continue to keep the process moving. But for some people, they don't always know how to do that. So what the bureaus are going to do, they're going to verify the account and just say it's accurate. And just like that, you're kind of stuck. And ChatGPT doesn't always know what to do next, and neither do you. Of course, you can say, hey, send me the stall tactic letter, and it can give you a good reading of what to do next. Sometimes it'll tell you what to do, right? And sometimes it'll just put you in an endless loop, okay? But I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I'm just telling you from what I've seen and from other subscribers that kind of tell me what's going on via email. Now, pay attention to this part because this one kind of hurts too. Reinsertions, okay? In reinsertions, you actually get an item deleted, you celebrate, and then a month later, it pops right back on your report. Even my client sometimes goes through this. But if you don't know how to lock that deletion down, it's gonna come right back over and over and over. And then the worst case is in the second and third round, nothing comes off. Now everything got reinserted and you get nothing else off. Because here's the truth. ChatGPT writes a nice letter, but it does not always know the strategy of what it needs to do. It doesn't know much about the methods to use, a charge off versus a collection versus a late payment. Now, for all my people that are savvy when it comes to credit repair, there's certain ways on how you can structure ChatGPT for the prompts, but I'm talking for all my people that are just brand spanking new, eyes wide open to credit. And here's the dangerous part that nobody warns you about. ChatGPT sometimes makes things up. People don't know that. All right. It will sometimes invent fake credit laws and fake legal cases that some people think sounds real, but it doesn't. So just a little credit gem for you. Always tell ChatGPT, always give actual factual data. Never make anything up when you give me a prompt or an outcome. Always tell it that. I'm telling you right now, even I do that when it comes to my Claude code, anything like that. But let's just say that you do send in, these laws or anything like that, and then, the bureaus read it and they can dismiss it because it's frivolous. It's not even real. So a tool that you thought was helping you the whole time, it just ignored you and tried to give you some hoopla, and now it's just bringing you all the way back to square one, and you're like, what is going on? I wasted 60 days and nothing happened. But I'm telling you right now, there is better outcomes for that. So here's where I come in, okay? Because this is exactly the problem that my credit repair program kind of solves, okay? Think of those drawbacks as I just walked you through: stall tactics, reinsertions, items don't get removed, fake laws. Every single one of those can come back saying the same thing. And AI sometimes doesn't have a strategy if you don't prompt it correctly, but we do. Okay, when you work with us, we don't just send generic letters and pray. We pull your accurate credit report, we build the plan, we tell you the plan of what we're gonna do and what specific items we're gonna be removing. Because charge-offs don't get handled the same way collections do, and collections don't get handled the same way late payments do. Okay, we use multiple methods matched exactly while it's sitting on your file. Okay, and when a bureau fires back with a stall tactic, we already know the next move. And when an item gets reinserted, which a lot of times it does, we know how to lock it down with a certain consumer law so you can get it permanently removed again. And sometimes this can come with compensation. Now, I just want to give you a disclaimer right here, because for every single client that I have, it depends on how bad your file is. Okay, I've helped a lot of people where their score jumped over 200 points very, very fast on purpose, because the real goal isn't just a clean report. It's to get your credit report or credit score strong enough to where you can get real business funding, or those approvals that you're looking for as far as auto loans and also home loans. But there are people that have really, really bad reports, and sometimes it takes a little longer. I'm not the one trying to tell you we can delete everything in 4 hours, because that's not entirely true. Okay, but I can tell you, if you want something way better than AI, somebody that's actually going to walk you through the process, somebody that's going to help you, somebody that's actually going to remove everything from your credit report, then this is going to be the place. Because then what I want you to do is click the link below right now to sign up for that credit repair consultation. Because in the world of people telling you a bunch of hoopla, a bunch of, hey, we can remove this in 5 seconds just to get your money, I know you're tired of that. I know you don't want to go through this AI issue. Actually come to a winning team to actually help you so you can move over into the next step, because cash isn't king anymore. Credit is, and you need to get ahead of this. So let's get all your negatives off so we can move you to the next spot. But enough about that. Let's get into the next section. Now, in this section right here, we're going to kind of keep talking about the DIY, because I know I try to talk about my credit repair process, but you can still use AI in a very good way to delete things off your report, because it's not useless. You just have to keep it in line and keep it in its lane. Use it for one thing: genuine inaccuracies, okay? So if there's something on your credit report that is actually wrong, a balance is off, account isn't yours, a date doesn't match, ChatGPT or any type of AI can actually help you to dispute it so it can have a clean verbal outcome. That's real legitimate use, and it can save you time. But a word of advice, especially if you don't know too much about credit, don't dispute accurate items and call them inaccurate, okay? That's a frivolous game that can pretty much get your entire file flagged and ignored with the credit bureaus. That exact trap is what I showed you. And anytime AI writes you a letter, read every single line, okay? Strip out any laws or case numbers or quotes. Try to fact check it to make sure everything is right. I'm not saying that it's going to go in the direction of always trying to be fake or trying to be not real just to make the file sound better or the letter sound better, but just make sure you do your due diligence. Don't be super lazy to this, okay? You want to do this yourself, so you have to do the things it takes to get you to the place that you need to. So you need to fact check everything ChatGPT is telling you. Does that make sense? So let's bring all this home. ChatGPT, again, can read your file, draft you letters, and that's genuinely helpful. But if it doesn't know how to handle the strategy, it can hurt you when you start getting these stall tactics, the reassertion letters, and it can even invent sometimes fake laws to get you flagged or dismissed with the credit bureaus. So used wrong, it can set you back for months. Now, here is where I want to talk to two separate groups. If you don't want to go through that AI issue, then you have collections, late payments, charge-offs on your credit report, or even worse, then what I want you to do is click the link below to sign up for that credit repair consultation. Because I'm telling you right now, if you want these home loans, auto loans, the business funding, anything like that, then what you're going to have to do is clean your credit report so we can get you to that side. So again, we're going to help you structure everything out, structure that plan, show you what we're going to do to attack these negatives, and then get you back on track. If you're the next one that wants to get that 200-point increase, then click that link below right now so we can start helping you. Now, for all of my people that have a 700 credit score or higher and you're looking for capital on the personal and business side, then what I want you to do is click that link below to sign up for a capital consultation. We're going to help you set up the data points, the entity structuring, and the actual banks needed so you can get that $50,000 to $300,000 in business capital to start or scale that business. Or you might just need capital for something else. If that actually suits you, then what I want you to do is click that link below to sign up for that capital consultation. Either way it goes, I'm going to see you in that call so I can help you get to the next steps. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope this helps you guys. I'm telling you guys, if you're going to use ChatGPT or whatever it is, make sure your prompts are accurate and make sure they're sending you everything that you need to actually get everything knocked off your credit report in one fell swoop. Again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and until next time, ladies and gents.